Hi there, welcome back. These are such exciting times we're living in. Just when you think that mother of all revolutions has happened in the form of AI, something else happens. Well, within AI this time, and let's explore that. So this episode is about DeepSeek. Everybody's talking about it. Why not me? DeepSeek has taken over the world by storm, the AI and tech world by storm. It's a Chinese AI startup. I think they started around a year ago. They developed something similar to the O1 model of OpenAI and ChatGPT, something similar to ChatGPT. And they've launched their own version called DeepSeek R1. So, what is DeepSeek R1? It's a large language model, performance on par with the OpenAI O1, as I already mentioned. It's fully open source and its technical report is online, its white paper is online. It's MIT license, which means you can distill it and use it freely for commercializing. There's a lot of hype in the tech industry about DeepSeek. One of my favorite investors, Mark Andreessen, tweeted something on X. He said, DeepSeek R1 is one of the most amazing and impressive breakthroughs I've ever seen. As open source, a profound gift to the world. So that should explain to you how important it is and how much people are valuing it to be open source and on par and technology wise to ChatGPT. Now, as per my understanding, this was done by young folks in China who were working on probably games and had a bunch of GPUs lying around. And they started this as a side project, surprisingly. And they had 50,000 H100s, the GPUs by NVIDIA, the similar GPUs that are being used by OpenAI. So the H100s, they had 50,000 of them, and they started to use them for their own purpose, which said that so similar GPUs are used by OpenAI, but in a much larger quantity, and they were used in a much larger quantity to get to the technical ability of their O1 model. They used a lot more GPUs than this. And DeepSeek is said to have spent less than $6 million as compared to billions of dollars already spent by OpenAI. So there's a lot of hype and uncertainty and doubts around this because it's Chinese and the West, the so-called West, the Americas and UK and Europe and Australia, they're always wary of Chinese stuff. So one of the things that is coming up is that what will happen to the tech industry, the OpenAIs and the Claudes and Groks and Perplexity and Anthropics and so on and so forth, many of them, what's going to happen to them in the presence of this, how the tech industry is going to evolve as a result of this. I'm going to take the benchmark of OpenAI and I have a few numbers in front of me. I'm going to read them out and to give you context of where they stand at the moment. So in 2024, OpenAI ChatGPT has over 11 million paying subscribers with about a million on top enrolled in higher price business plans. In terms of revenue, OpenAI has approximately 3.7 billion in annual sales for 2024, and it is anticipated this amount is going to triple in 2025, if not quadruple. DeepSeek's model, however, as per my understanding, is absolutely free for B2C users. There is a small fee for those who want to access their API, and it's based on per use basis and number of tokens used and stuff like that. So as opposed to that, DeepSeek's revenue model, as per my understanding, is generally free for the B2C users, normal consumers, day-to-day average people. But for businesses, there is a fee for building on top of their APIs. And this is much, much cheaper, a fraction of the cost that OpenAI charges, which still operates in a conventional SaaS model, software as a service model, which has been there for about 10 to 15 years. And this model, in my opinion, is going to disrupt in the coming years, even months. So here are my thoughts about how it might pan out. It looks like a big rivalry today, but in the coming years, how it might pan out. So I've taken OpenAI and ChatGPT as comparison, and what could be the worry for OpenAI or from a competitor like DeepSeek overall. So there's a lot of apprehension in the market today about DeepSeek. So I noted down a couple of points about what could be the real worry for OpenAI from a competitor like DeepSeek, and I've tried to counter them with ideas and thoughts. And let me know what you think about them. So the first worry would be market perception. If OpenAI were to look at DeepSeek models are perceived as better or more cost effective. OpenAI would really need to innovate faster and maintain its reputation and market share. Well, that's a worry, of course. If I were OpenAI, I would worry about that. But the counter to that is DeepSeek is open source. It's easy to capture the tech advancements happening. The Western companies are already way ahead of the game in the game and can actually adapt quickly, even on the revenue model, which was, in my opinion, going to change anyway. Number two would be widespread adoption or an accelerated widespread adoption of DeepSeek's open source focused model, which could kind of include community improvement. Of course, it's open source. So it's going to outpace the proprietary solutions like OpenAI if they're not counterbalancing one way or the other. Well, the counter to that would be, yeah, you got to work on your shit, right? So what do you do about that? Multiple users and X have gone through the paper issued by DeepSeek and actually ripped through it and understood why they're more efficient, why they're more cheaper in technology, and why they're accelerating at a rapid pace. So why wouldn't OpenAI's engineers have already done that, or Claude's, or any other AI provider or AI lab out there? So I believe all the AI labs and AI providers would have already done that and are already taking steps to adapt to that situation. And last couple of points in terms of regional dominance. I mean, China's heavy investments into AI, if they look at DeepSeek's rapid advancements, might give them a regional edge, making it difficult for OpenAI and others to penetrate certain markets, more specifically, which are not considered Western in some way. And last but not the least, there's ethical divergence between what OpenAI provides and what DeepSeek is going to provide. There are different regulatory and ethical standards and moral considerations in different regions around the world. And each of these platforms are going to provide different standards. So, which is going to create a strategic edge to either of them in the industries of their choice. That's all from me. I think everybody should chill and take a popcorn and a juice and just watch what this year unfolds for us. And let me know what you think in the comments. So until next time, adios.